Yo, what's up YouTube? Squad Gaming back with another Madden 16 connected franchise video. This time as the Minnesota Vikings facing the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions had a nice week last week, but the Vikings really struggled. It was a big, poor showing by the offensive line. As you see already, a holding call on field goal on first down. That is not a good sign after the offensive line really struggled last week. On 3rd and 19, Teddy's going to drop back, find Adrian Peterson on the backfield. Can he get the first down? No, not quite. Vikings are going to have to punt on their first drive of the game. Now, the Lions, on the other hand, had a pretty good first week, it looks like, as Matthew Stafford threw for 274 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. And Joik Bell had a good week as well last week, and we're going to look down to slow off this high-powered offense. On 1st and 10, they're going to give it to Joik Bell. Joik Bell's going to get a nice 5-yard gain on first down. The Vikings couldn't get anything going. The Lions look like they're going to have a good start to their drive. 2nd and 6, Matthew Stafford's going to drop back, finds Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson taken down hard by Captain Munnerlyn. It looks like he's in a lot of pain holding that knee. Looks like it could be dangerous, but it turns out it wouldn't be that bad as he'd be back later in the game. But now on 3rd and 6, the Vikings going to be in their cover 3 like I like to run on Madden. And they're going to find their man over the middle, a slot receiver. That's a first down for the Lions. A good pass by Stafford, and he's having himself a good first drive. 1st and 10 now, hand off Joik Bell. Joik Bell going to have a nice little run here. He's breaking tackles just like Carlos had last week, but he didn't break it all the way that time. A good stop by the defense. 3rd and 16. Stafford dropping back again. He sees his man. He's hit by Harrison Smith. That's a fumble apparently. Chad Greenway picks that up. Chad Greenway there at the right time. Harrison Smith with a nice hit right there. It looks like to me though, after the booth review, that he did not have 2 feet down. And it looks like Harrison Smith just had that jarred loose, and it looked like a good hit and an incomplete pass, but the booth would say that it is a fumble, and the Vikings don't let up any points. That's a big call early in this game. 2nd and 6, Adrian Peterson going to get a nice run to the outside. Really trying to get him going here as he was non-existent last week because we were down a lot. He had over 100 yards, but it really wasn't that big of a factor. Now 2nd and 10, they're going to find Charles Johnson over the middle. He was non-existent last week as well. 3rd and 1, Adrian Peterson's going to pick that up more times than not. They're 1st and 10 now. Teddy's going to drop back. He's going to be blitzed, and he's going to have to scramble out to the outside, and they're going to find a man, Brandon Bostic, who's going to be a big target for Teddy as Kyle Rudolph is injured this game with an abdominal tear. Will be back in a couple of weeks. 1st and 10, they're going to find the fullback, Zach Line, out the play action. Looks like he's in. Oh, not quite. He's down at the 1. But you know, down at the 1, 1st and goal. You know who we're going to give it to, Adrian Peterson, usually between the tackles. But here, the outside look wide open. It is. And he's going to walk in for the touchdown. Vikings, first touchdown of the season. Adrian Peterson's first touchdown in a very long time. Stafford's going to drop back on 3rd and 10, though. He's going to be blitzed. Xavier Rhodes is going to pick that one off, but he is out of bounds. He just blocked down Calvin Johnson there as he's back in the game. Maybe that knee's still bothering him as he didn't look like he got off the ball very well, but on 2nd and 5, they're going to give it to Adrian Peterson after that 3 and out. That's going to be a nice first down. At the end of the first quarter, Minnesota Vikings 7, Detroit Lions 0. 3rd and 5, Teddy's going to drop back. Teddy's going to look for his man. Looks like Charles Johnson. Looks like it's tipped, but he's going to hold on to that. That's a first down. 3rd and 11 now. Teddy's going to be blitzed, and he's going to have to throw this away. A very smart move by the second-year quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, and that's going to give them the chance for a field goal, and Blair Walsh hits it, unlike in real life where he can't really make a field goal to save his life. But oh well, that's just me being a salty Vikings fan. That's for a different day. 1st and 15, after a false start, Matthew Stafford is sacked by Everson Griffin. At 3rd and 22, Stafford's going to do a play action, not fooling anybody. He's going to be hit as he throws, and Eric Kendricks going to knock that one down, just being sure. He's really just new to linebacking, and I don't really know if he has the hands to pick anything off. So that's a smart play right there. And Jarius Wright, we find him over the flats all the time on these 3rd and short plays, but he never catches it and runs with it. He always looks like he catches and just goes for a possession and never really looks to get the first down or fight for it. Now 3rd and 18 for Matthew Stafford. He's going to look for somebody over the middle. They're not there, so it goes to the outside, and he's going to throw that out of bounds just past his receiver. Vikings with another nice stop. Captain Munnerlyn on the coverage. 2nd and 10 now for Teddy Bridgewater. He's going to be sacked. And that's Matt Khalil getting beat again. He has really not been the draft pick that the Vikings really hoped he was going to be. He has been struggling both in this game and in real life for the Minnesota Vikings. 3rd and 18, screen pass doesn't work. They're going to have to give it right back to the Detroit Lions, and it looks like the offense can't sustain a drive again. There's Terrence Newman on 2nd and 10. He looks like someone I really want to put on teams when we face good tight ends. Our linebackers like Anthony Barr, Chad Greenway can't really cover those tight ends, but he can really guard those. And on 3rd and 11, what a great catch by the Detroit Lions receiver right there. Stafford just looked like he aired that out, lost hope of anything because his drive was just stalling. On 3rd and 11, a big catch that's going to continue the drive. They're going to find the man over the middle. He's going to be hit. That's going to be another first down to the 9. 1st and goal. They're going to decide not to run it here. Stafford's going to drop back, look for his man in the flats. He got bumped, and then Stafford overthrows him, and Harrison Smith is there to pick that off. Looks like it's one of their first turnovers. Oh no, Chad Greenway had that fumble that shouldn't have been, but Harrison Smith gets our first pick of the season. Great play by Harrison Smith, just there at the right time. And 2nd and 10, Teddy's going to be sacked, and the Detroit Lions are calling their timeouts now, trying to give their offense another chance. With 20 seconds left, they're going to find their man over the middle. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to keep going down at the 15. The clock's going to be ticking, though. 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Stafford's going to try to hurry into the line. Is he going to spike it? He should spike it here, get him a field goal, but he's not. He's going to try to run a play. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. He finds his tight end, Eric Ebron. He's going to be taken down with no time left. And Stafford with a terrible mistake there, and they're going to be left with 0 points at the half. The Vikings are going to take the 10-0 lead. What a mistake by Matthew Stafford. He cannot be doing that. That's a rookie mistake, and he is a veteran for sure. Now, 1st and 10, Stafford going to take a hit there by Everson Griffin, and that's going to lead them to 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 finds Joique Bell in the backfield. Can he fight for the first down? No. Eric Kendricks with a nice stand-up tackle right there. Beautiful play by Eric Kendricks. Really known for tackling, not for his coverage. 1st and 10 now, going to get Peterson back into this game. Breaks a tackle, drags another with him. A nice run there. 12 rushes, 54 yards, and a touchdown. Trying to get him going. Last week, we only gave it to him a couple times, but he rushed for over 100. Here he is again on 2nd and 4. We're really trying to get him going. If the offensive line gives him holes like that, he'll have big games all season in a big season. 1st and 10, though. Teddy's going to drop back, look for his man deep, trying to stretch the field. Mike Wallace, who they got just to do that, and he just overthrows him, but I like that decision by Teddy to go deep. 3rd and 10, though. Teddy is sacked, and there's the offensive line just being poor again. That's really where our problems have been, the offensive line. Everything else has been pretty secure, but our offensive line is not where it needs to be. On 1st and 10, there's Terrence Newman again. I love him on that tight end, especially Eric Ebron. He can really keep up with it with the speed, and he can make plays like that and defend very well. Now, on 2nd and 10, what's going to happen here? They're going to have, I guess I forgot to edit this part out, but 2nd and 10, Stafford's going to have it now. Stafford's going to run it. Joique Bell, he's going to be stuffed in the backfield. A nice play right there by, who's that? Linval Joseph, it looks like. A nice play right there by Linval Joseph. 3rd and 11. I guess I didn't cut this out either. I apologize for that. 3rd and 11. Stafford, I'm sure, is going to throw here. They're at their own 30. They got 2 in the backfield. Ebron's back there now, maybe looking for an extra protection, or they're going to send them out in the little flats. 3rd and 11 now. Look like they're blocking. They're looking for outside. Eric Kendricks, what was I talking about? Just a sure tackler. He picks that off, breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and he's taking that to the house. Touchdown, Vikings. Eric Kendricks, I said earlier he was just a guy that is for tackling, and he's not a very good coverage linebacker, but right there, he had the flats covered, ready to make a tackle for the first down, and he had the tight end, or receiver, I don't really know which one that was, making that route deep. He picked that one off. He read Stafford like a book, and Eric Kendricks really gets the Vikings going there. 3rd and 2. They're going to make another nice stop. 3 and out for the Detroit Lions. They can't get anything going. The Minnesota Vikings defense is on fire, and they are pumped. 2nd and 10 now. They find Chase Ford, the other replacement for Kyle Rudolph, who's still out with the abdominal tear, probably out for another 2, 3, 4 weeks, something like that. Now 1st and 10. Teddy's going to drop back, look for his man deep. He's going to go up for the catch, and he just thought he had it, but he got undercut, and it's picked off. Not really any of their fault. Teddy trying to make a nice play. He goes deep, something I like that Teddy does because I feel like he has a nice deep ball, but he cannot get it there. 3rd and 16, though. They're going to find his man in the middle, and a nice catch right there for a big first down. He goes up and gets it, which I tried to do with my receiver last time, but he couldn't hold on. Now 1st and 10, Stafford going to drop back, looking for his man. It's tipped. It's off the guy's helmet. Xavier Rhodes, it looks like. But a nice play there. Calvin Johnson couldn't hold on. Looks like Robert Blanton on the hit. On 3rd and 5, Stafford's going to drop back here. Stafford's going to look for his man. He's going to be taken down. He barely gets the throw off, and that's an awful pass. They're going to have to settle for the field goal. 17-3. Minnesota Vikings 3rd and 6 to start the fourth quarter. They're going to go deep, and Mike Wallace gets a little bit of separation, and he gets the first down right there. Sprints out of bounds. What was that? Doesn't matter. 30-yard catch. Nice play by Mike Wallace. Nice throw by Teddy, and off his back foot here, he's going to find Cordarrelle Patterson, who we haven't really heard today, as he's just really a kick returner in this offense. Maybe we need to play him at the slot right there, because I feel like he can really get those yards after the catch. But 1st and 10, Adrian Peterson really still trying to get him involved. It's a nice 12-yard gain right there. He's got 18 rushes for 95 yards, almost at 100. See if we can get him over right here. So here's the pitch, 1st and 10. He's going to get inside the 10, and that's going to be 1st and goal at the 7. Fourth quarter still, and they're going to find Chase Ford, it looks like, the Kyle Rudolph replacement. That's his first receiving touchdown. Teddy with a nice pass, his first touchdown of the season. And that's a nice play right there by the Minnesota Vikings, taking a commanding 24-3 lead. Stafford trying to just pad his stats now. It looks like it's all but over because this offense cannot get anything going, but they still think they got some life in them. 1st and 10, another first down pass. Stafford going to drop back again, finds his man on the other side, Calvin Johnson. That's another first down. Nice gain there. 3rd and 5, though. They really need to get the first here. Stafford's going to pass again. Stafford's going to overthrow his guy right there. 4th and 5, Stafford really has to have a first down here, and a nice play by Xavier Rhodes, knocking that out of the guy's hands. Xavier Rhodes locking these receivers down today. Now 2nd and 11, Adrian Peterson's going to have a big room on the outside. That's a big gain right there. As we're under 6 now, about 5 minutes left, they're going to find a nice pass there. Is he in? No, down at the 1. You know what time it is. Oh no, they're going to pass it. Mike Wallace, his first touchdown as a Minnesota Viking. I thought they might give it to Adrian Peterson, but I think Jerick McKinnon was in the game at that point, so they felt safer passing it, and Mike Wallace gets his first touchdown as a Minnesota Viking. And right there, 1st and 10, Stafford throws a pick. And you knew right there as Harrison Smith gets his second pick, who usually isn't known for picking off passes, as I said earlier about Eric Kendricks, but he's usually known for just hitting people and really making nice plays back there. After getting the first down, 3rd and 5, the Minnesota Vikings are going to have a dominant win, 31-3. A beautiful showing by the Minnesota Vikings. And I never changed any of the sliders or anything. The only thing I changed is I put it up to 12-minute quarters. Honestly, I think what the problem with this team is, when there's a passing team, we really can do good things. But when there's a team that has a good offensive line, a good defensive line, our offensive and defensive line struggle, and their run game is unstoppable. As you saw Carlos Hyde go in for a nice 200-yard game last week. But right here, we shut down everything on the Detroit Lions offense, and I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, I'm out.